everybody, I'm Chef Cleva, and on today's episode, we're going to make another stop. Hi everybody, I'm Chef Cleva, and on today's episode, we're going to make another stop on our Sweets Across the Nation tour. We're going to talk about a dessert that basically lets us know that warm weather is coming around the corner. So for today, I'm a little curious about strawberry shortcake, the dessert that represents Delaware. Alright guys, you know what time it is. It's time to get your photographic memory together or your pen and paper because these are the ingredients for your strawberry shortcake cakes. You're going to need 100 grams of all-purpose flour, 55 grams of granulated sugar, 2 grams of salt, 28 grams of baking powder, 115 grams unsalted butter cold, 240 grams of heavy cream, 120 grams of milk, and 50 grams of eggs. Let's talk about Delaware for a little bit. So, as a moving when I hear about certain states, I'm not gonna lie, it makes me a little nervous because it's like, what's happening in Delaware? So, upon some research, I did learn that Delaware is the second smallest state of the 50 states. And oddly enough, even though it's the smallest state, it's the least populated state of the United States. And I was like, so what happens in Delaware? Apparently, Delaware has some pretty beautiful beaches, and people enjoy vacationing there specifically for the beaches. I'm like, listen, don't threaten me with a good time, okay? Because your girl loves a beach moment, okay? So I might have to check that out this summer. But more back on topic, Delaware was also known at one point for being the biggest, manufacturer or grower rather of strawberries, which is kind of how they were able to latch on to the dessert of the strawberry shortcake. Now in Delaware, although they do produce a good number of strawberries, they seem to lean towards quality over quantity. So whereas some places they want these big giant strawberries, Delaware focuses more on the sweet and the texture of a strawberry. So if it reaches its perfect ripeness, but it's not a ginormous strawberry, they'll still pick it and they will still sell it to you because for them, it's quality over quantity. So strawberry shortcake dates back to 1588, but the dessert got the push it needed from the William Shakespeare. Not because he consumed so many of them, but because of a name he used in The Merry Wives of Windsor. The name was Alice Shortcake. By 1850, strawberry shortcake was a very popular dessert in the United States, but the dessert was served at the time with hot butter and sweet cream. Strawberry shortcake parties, also held every year, celebrate the start of summer, and it was also a celebration of the summer fruit harvest. Although Delaware was strawberry aplenty, the actual fruit was not adopted by Delaware until 2010 due to the strawberry becoming an important part of Delaware's agricultural industry. So now, some interesting people about strawberries in general. Apparently, one serving of strawberries, which is to be approximately 8 to 10, can provide more vitamin C than orange. I actually saw that on a particular beverage, one of their fun facts. But it's nice to know that it's been reinforced by a specific number of strawberries you need to consume in order to get that level of vitamin C in your system. I also learned that strawberries contain a natural amount of, and I have to pick this word to make sure I did it correctly. Strawberries contain a natural salicyate, which is an ingredient found in aspirin. So it goes to say that it's used for aspirin, but if you are experiencing headache, it wouldn't harm you to consume some strawberries to try and relieve your headache. Or an allergy, then obviously don't do that. Strawberries, although we know them as a fruit, is actually a part of the rose family. And when strawberries are growing, they give off a really nice blue scent. But back to you, Delaware. So, as I mentioned, although Delaware is the second smallest state, it has the least population, but not when it comes. Delaware's chickens outnumber the human population. So currently, the human population in Delaware is 974,000, while the chicken population has reached 2 million across 3 counties. But on a more serious note, I did really want to understand what makes Delaware just that special, other than it was the first official state of the United States, which is a pretty big deal because no one else can claim that. You remember the first, you don't really remember anything after that. So, props to you, Delaware. But when you look at what Delaware is the most popular for, at this point in time, Delaware is the most popular because it is considered the chemical capital, corporate capital, and the credit card capital of the United States. So what I'm hearing is, yes, Delaware is the second smallest state, but it probably has the most money coming through that state. When you really think about, especially when you think about all the corporations that get their names, their LLCs and what have you, done specifically in Delaware, I can imagine how much money exchanges hands and runs through Delaware without even anyone being famous.
Alright guys, well that is a wrap on our strawberry shortcake episode. The dessert represents Delaware. So please let me know how yours turned out in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that little bell so that way you are notified when we make our next stop on our Sweets Across the Nation tour. I'm Chef Cleva, and remember, everyone's a little curious. Bye!